Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to Eye of the Storm Entertainment. This is the lovely, smooth voice of John, and here is
God.
Monroe, your favorite.
Well, I don't have a lovely, smooth voice either.
No, but you're the fan favorite.
Oh, really?
You're the Juice Robinson to my Jay White.
I want to be the heel.
I know you do, but see, that's just not your thing. You're the reason people come to the show.
No. They can't come to the show for the heel. Anyway, so, what are we doing tonight?
We are doing the sorties.
Sorties?
And we're going to talk a little bit, too, about everything that went down at TennoCon. Just a lot of really awesome stuff. I was blown away. Actually, there was a wrestling event that I was really looking forward to on Saturday night, and to be honest with you, TennoCon totally overshadowed it. I mean, I don't know how it was for you, but to me, TennoCon had me all different kinds. I was all up in my feelings for Fortuna and what is it, Railjack, like all that stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Like just the amount of work that they have clearly put in, the amount of hours that they've slaved over these new projects. I can't thank DE enough. They're one company that I feel really puts a whole lot of effort and a whole lot of heart into their games, and they really listen to their fans, and it's about to pay off for them big time, I think. These
Absolutely.
next two releases again, now I say next two releases, but you really don't know when they're going to come, right?
No, you don't know when they're going to come. But no, you're right. It just, I mean, we all know, or those that play the game, I should say, know how great of a dev team DE really is. I mean, honestly, especially for those who have played other games similar to this or other MMORPGs, you know how a dev team can be. They can be the best or they can be the absolute worst. And more often than not, you're going to see the absolute worst. But I will say, especially me, because I've played a lot of MMORPGs from back in the day to now, and I don't know if you would actually classify Warframe as that. Doesn't matter. That's not the point. The point is they have an awesome dev team and they constantly deliver. And this TennoCon was, I mean, it was right up their alley. It was amazing. It blew me away.
How did it stack up to last year's for you?
Well, I would say that's a good
What did
question.
we get last year? Sacrifice teas in the Plains of Eidolon?
Yeah, and then we got Hydroid Prime as well. Um, I don't know because I feel like the Plains was a big step for DE for Warframe. Like it was a big step. I think like Plains of Eidolon was needed to be where we are right now. You know, we had to make that jump first, and then they see how it would fare between the players, and then we would get what we're getting now. Because even Steve said this is what he imagined. You know, this is what he even wanted for so long. What they just showed at this past TennoCon. So I don't know if one was better than the other. I don't know. It's hard to say, but I think content-wise, maybe this one was better than last year's. But I think last year's is just so important because of, you know, the steps that they took to bring such a big change to Warframe.
You are here to distract me.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, for me personally, I was not, maybe more than a month or so into playing Warframe, if that, when they announced Planes. So while it was a big reveal, I wasn't such a hardcore player at that point. Now that I am, this whole thing, these two announcements seem so, they seem so much more massive to me. I don't know why, but, Plains of Eidolon, obviously, like you said, a huge step for the game, but
Absolutely.
just for me now being a more serious player, I mean, it makes me so excited to, you know, play this game, you know, when you know that Plains of Eidolon, like when it first came out, we played it for months on end, and it started to get, I even mentioned this to you, it got to the point where for me, it was not boring, but it got a little repetitive, and I wanted something that was kind of fresh. And man, they killed it. They knocked it out of the park. I didn't expect this new Venus to be open world. Like, I thought Venus was just going to be a new map, and then maybe they'd try to get a new open world map alongside it. Yeah, I was thrilled.
I always viewed the planes as just them introducing that to the game. I never viewed it as it being, and I'm not saying this is what you said, but I never viewed it as being complete. You know, I just feel like when they brought it to the game, this was just so they can bring it to the game. You know what I mean? Like, they needed to bring this to the game so they can expand on it and for it to grow. So I don't think, I understand your criticism. I don't know if I completely agree with it, but I definitely get it.
It's not a criticism, really.
Well, I guess, but I will say that I feel like there is more that is coming to the planes and that they're not done with it. And I don't think what we have now was their goal. I really don't.
Yeah, again, that was not me saying I dislike Planes, or even really that I thought Planes was boring. Again, I don't feel like boring is the right word. But I did feel like it needed to be expanded on, or at least another open world map to be introduced, because the map itself, the tile set really wasn't growing, and so I wanted something new from it. We really didn't get a new quest. They brought back the ghouls, and so I wanted something refreshing, and I feel like they're giving it to us. So I mean, I'm excited for all things, not just, you know, I want to see what else they do with Planes as well, because I'm sure they're going to do more with it.
Well, I feel like with the Planes, because there's a story behind it, where did everybody go?
Get ready for the capsule.
I have no idea.
Okay, y'all went this way for some reason. Well, no, I was gonna say, I feel like because there's a story behind the Planes right now, with the tower and the person in the tower giving power and all this stuff, I feel like because of that, they're gonna bring something more to the Planes. And I hope that's the case, and if so, I'm looking forward to it, because I really like the Planes. I really like the idea that they had for it, but I do hope to see it grow, and I want to see more. I want to get more from it, for sure. But what they've introduced in this past TennoCon is definitely a step up from the Planes, for sure. And I mean, like I said, it blew me away.
How about the ground-to-air combat? I mean, we're getting hoverboards, we're getting our own battleships, spaceships. It's to me, I mean, there was a lot, like you said, that was introduced with Planes, but this too is introducing a lot of new, like, really groundbreaking stuff to this game.
No, absolutely. I mean, you know, the only reason why I say, you know, I give some credit to them with Planes is because of how much of a big deal it really is that was what they brought to the game. I mean, it was more for its significance than the actual gameplay itself is what I'm referring to. But no, this is what I've been wanting from Warframe myself personally for a while. You know, when you think of space ninjas or whatever we're called or whatever we are, you think of, I don't know, fighting in space. I mean, what do you see when you see Star Wars, or what do you see when you see Star Trek? And to me, they had to go this route where we were battling in space, and I am so excited. I cannot wait to play these new modes that they brought out. It's gonna be amazing. And I love the co-op aspect to it. I think that's my favorite part about it.
Absolutely. I love the layout of the ships and the all the little details too, like having to put out fires and everything. I just thought that's like you said, there's so much more co-op that you get to do with this as opposed to some of their other game modes. It's really, really cool.
Yeah, I mean, you can do co-op, I guess, with the other game modes as well. But I feel like it's not the co-op that we know from, when we think of co-op, or like when you look at other games. This is more so of the, I have to depend on you and you have to depend on me type co-op. And this game really didn't have that. I mean, we would have, like, I guess, support characters that you would depend on for health and power. But, I mean, you didn't really have to depend on any other teammate in your group. You could really get things done yourself. And I think them bringing this system or this aspect to the game is a big deal, and it was a great idea.
Another life support capsule is now available.
Yeah, absolutely. You know what, though? I did see a tweet on,
Let's go on the offensive.
well, where else would I have seen a tweet but Twitter? But something that mentioned, imagine having to do those co-op quests with, entry-level
I know.
partners who really don't understand it, because they do seem very, like, you have to have a decent understanding of Warframe and how it works and how things work on the game. So that'll be interesting to see.
Well,
How they tackle that element of it, because you don't want to dumb things down too much to where it's not a challenge for an experienced player,
yeah,
but you also don't want to complicate it so much that a new player can't grasp it.
that's true. That's very true. I feel like the way the criticisms were for completing the Eidolons, or capturing them, I should say, I think what they did to somewhat fix that is what they're going to apply to this too. They're going to cap the level as far as even queuing it up or whatever. If not, they definitely should. Because
They should, yeah.
that's kind of advanced even for us now as players. So
Oh yeah, we struggle with it hardcore.
someone new, I mean, I can't imagine coming into the game and there's already so much, and then seeing this, what they're bringing, oh man, it can be probably overwhelming for some. So I really hope that they
Another life support capsule.
have some type of cap, or
Keep that in mind.
have some way.
And you know what, though? There's going to be a lot of new players that probably see that footage and are like, wow, this game looks amazing, and they want to try it out.
Like what Plains did.
And that's what you want, but at the same time, you have to
Support activated.
adjust your game accordingly, so
That's
that
true.
it satisfies the entire spectrum of players that you have, from old to new.
Yeah.
When can we get that Nidus Prime, though? Oh, well, not Prime, but the Nidus Deluxe, I should say.
I mean, I think they killed it again with the skins too, because I don't think I saw one that I did not like. I think they all were pretty nice, the ones that they showed at TennoCon.
Even for the frames that I didn't play, I thought they were really cool.
Yeah, absolutely. But that Nidus skin, man, that is next level shit. Like it, that's legit.
Oh well, I remember when they first debuted that on the dev stream. I remember texting you that, and I was blown away. Still am.
Yeah, right? I didn't think it was real. I'm like, there's no way that's the next skin. No way. I could not believe it, because it looked like fan art, which it probably was. I mean, they do that. They put fan art into the game as an actual thing you can buy. But it looked like just someone with a concept like, oh, this would be great if it was in the game, And I thought that's all it was, but it was actually a legit skin, and that's blows my mind. It's so great. It's so elaborate, and
Yeah, it's just so massive.
yeah, it looks amazing. I don't play Nidus, but I will be getting that skin. Like, it's not even a question.
When you are ready.
Alright, let's get out of here.
The operative has just made their first discovery. The good work.
Man, these knocks, they are just not fun. Oh, that's a Excalibur in here, huh? Everything is
No,
blinded.
one got me earlier, and luckily I had enough stacks built up that I was able to do Undying. And
What happened?
be okay. One of those knocks got me earlier.
Oh, really?
Killed me? Yeah, but I had the Undying, so we were good. Stuck on the door. Come on.
Oh, we should have been recording your gameplay.
No.
Another job well executed.
Awesome. So, what do you
Wow,
think
I still
of
managed to do 21%.
the way that the new place in Venus looks? First, let's talk about the hub, the city-like area that
Well, first off, that whole promo video with the song was so cool. Like, that got me so excited to see the rest and like
I
what
know.
it was. I was watching that and I was like, whoa, what is this? I've never seen anything. I've never seen any of this. I don't know what this is. I mean, we got MOA pets. We've got build your own sidearms, your own secondaries. Like, this is...
So were they secondaries or primaries? I
really-
wasn't even sure.
It was a secondary, I'm pretty sure.
Gotcha. Still, I'm game.
Yeah,
I'm a gun
still,
person.
exactly. So cool.
Yeah. Well,
And I mean, of course, the look of it was just... I mean, it was entirely different from any other map. It's city-like, which we don't really have any other cities, you know, on this, like, cityscapes on this game.
Yeah.
And I thought that was a really nice touch.
absolutely. I think that's the thing that stood out the most to me was it looks so different from most of the places or any other place other than maybe Cetus that we've seen in the game so far. You know, that city, like skyscraper, rural, or I should say urban area, it looked awesome. And I cannot wait to explore that place. Oh my gosh. Please let me go up to the top, Warframe. Because I want to go all the
really.
way up.
Give us levels to where we can just, like, hop around and try and jump to the highest peaks and
Yeah.
find not trophies, but find the little statues up there and stuff, you know, hidden away in little corners of the city. That's what I want, man.
Yes, that's what I want as
That's
well.
what I want.
I cannot wait to explore that place. It looks amazing. As a musical fan, which you know, I'm a fan of musicals and Broadway and all that good stuff. I loved what they did with introducing that area. Oh my gosh, that's my favorite thing. With the work crew song or whatever you want to call it. Oh yeah, man, that was right up my alley. That was pretty great.
A nearby planetoid
I'm running towards the
material.
thing, by the way.
Locate and destroy their mining equipment. Doors locked.
The door is locked.
Sounds good.
Ride complete. Move
Oh,
on.
okay. Somebody got it.
Follow everybody else then.
Mission success hinges on the destruction of mining equipment. Expect heavy resistance. Target found. Destroy it. Excellent work. You have
Was that
moved
it?
toward
That's it.
potentially dangerous discoveries from
It was
Dude,
a
that thing
sabotage.
That thing took 2 shotgun shells,
Yeah.
and that's that. Like, it was out.
Yeah, sabotages are not like, yeah. Okay, so that's the hub. So let's talk about the actual area that you go into. How do you think that looks? What do you think about that area, that place?
Absolutely beautiful. Again, you know, I think we all kind of wanted a new tile set, and they delivered it big time. I love the ambiance of that map with the vegetation and the snow and the fog and everything. Just really, like, look at this tile set. It's very cool and very detailed, but there wasn't a lot of like
Excellent work, Tenno.
ambiance to it. It's just kind of, you know, this had so much more to it that made it feel like you were actually there. Now, I
Yeah.
don't know if the gameplay is actually going to feel that way either, but like just from the previews, it looked so real and so much more like you could really dive into the game.
So immersive.
So I was thrilled.
I mean, first the map looks huge. I thought Plains Island looked huge. Man, this looks even bigger than Plains.
And not just wide huge. It was, you had peaks.
Yeah.
You could dive down through the clouds type of thing. Like, it just looks... And I guess you got to give Plains some credit. I mean, they did have some pretty high places you could go.
That's true. That's true.
But this was just... I mean, it was otherworldly. It was very cool.
Yeah, I really love the way it looks with the snow and everything. The plants is so lush and just, it looked awesome. Again, I cannot wait to explore that place. I mean, when we first got to Plains, do you remember? We spent so much time just running around and looking around, just taking it all in. It was great. We got a defense.
Hey, let me tell you about when we got those 1,000-year fish statuettes. I was all about that
yeah,
shit.
when we found out about that, like, oh, there's
I was like,
a bunch more.
When I first found one, I was like, whoa, 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 whoa! I just stumbled upon like the greatest treasure of all time. Because I'm not gonna lie, y'all, I'm kind of like treasure hunter. That's like what I like to do on this game. I like to try to find things that other people don't have, even though they don't
same
exist.
here.
They don't exist, but I try to find them. So. If there's one thing I wish that they would do with this, it's kind of like the Curia in the same way, because Curias are hard to find, but just more items that are, you know, really hard to find and like super rare. They don't even have to be like, you know, give you billions of endo or anything like that. I just want something that I can keep in my ship that nobody else has. That type of shit.
Yeah, me too. I really hope there is something like the 1,000-year fish there. I mean, that would be pretty awesome.
Yeah, I'm sorry for tangenting.
No, it's fine.
But yeah, that map is awesome. Those spiders, I was waiting from the dev stream to see how they would implement those spiders. Man, those things are intimidating, and they fit that tile set so well. I did not expect that. So.
Yeah, I didn't expect that either. I mean, we kind of guessed that those spiders would be probably introduced in the game somehow. I didn't expect them to be out there. To where we would have to
exactly.
Oh jeez. You guys are already down there.
Get me in and get ready to
well, Mega Man CX is.
Well, you're dying, so where are you then?
Oh, we're both frosts. How about that? I tried to attack some enemies and I got caught on something, so they lit me up a little bit.
I see. But no, I was gonna say I didn't expect them to add the spider things to this area, but man, they look awesome, and I cannot wait to figure out how to beat them, because you know they turned it off before you could see how to defeat them. And
the big one, at least.
Yeah, the big one.
They showed you how to defeat the smaller ones. They had the sacks. They like blew up. Remember that?
Yeah, and they kept moving, and you have to still shoot them.
They'd pull you in, and they had like a poisonous goop coming out of them.
That that animation of them exploding or blowing up is so gross. I love it. It's so realistic, man. It's my favorite thing.
Yeah,
Where
that's
is that
exactly
thing?
how it should be too.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Guess somebody already killed it. Is there another Trinity in here too? It's a two Frost. Oh, no, that's Inaros. Trinity, Frost, Inaros.
Somebody brought Inaros on a mobile defense? That's an interesting pick.
Yeah, right.
Just trying to stay alive, I guess.
I guess so. Guess in case they didn't have a support character.
Oop, there's radiation right there. Be careful with it. We got radiation.
And defend our position.
Oh yay, I finished that one. Oh, there's plenty of it over here. Holy crap.
Yeah, exactly. That whole field over there is radiated.
I'm in, Tenno. This will be important.
Alright, so let's talk about, I don't know if he's a Frost Prime or not, actually. He is a Frost Prime.
He is.
Yeah. So let's talk about this new, I don't know if that was called Fortuna, or it's the space thing called? No, they said the railjack.
Yeah, the space thing is Railjack, and the new map is Fortuna.
Gotcha. So let's talk about railjack then. What do you think about railjack? First, let's talk about how when you're on Fortuna, the ship can come and just grab you up pretty much. Like that was so crazy how it just popped out of nowhere like that, and how different the ship looks. What do you think about that?
Well, before we move to Railjack, I just want to say, like, we are getting hoverboards. Like, that's
Oh yeah, I forgot
pretty
about
sick.
that. I mean, how fitting. That place is covered
The,
in
I,
snow.
the idea that you're going to be able to, like, snowboard across that map, you know, and I know it's a
It is the
hoverboard, but
best.
still, like,
That is just the best idea.
I'm really thinking far in the future here, but I mean, can we get like some move sets we can do while we're on those things, and just like
Oh yeah, man.
maybe do some like what would you call them? You know, like some courses, like some where
Some
you can
obstacle
try to
courses or some
obstacle courses, yeah, like something where you can try and test your ability on
your
the
skills or
hoverboard,
whatever.
like
Oh,
yeah,
absolutely, man.
that,
That would be
that
so
kind of stuff.
cool.
Like that's what I'm all about. So.
That would
I
be really
was
cool.
really excited about the hoverboards.
Terminal spotted.
Again, they did such a good job, you know, just getting me really excited about everything, and this, you know, capturing my imagination with this game, because sometimes it feels like it feels like it's getting a little repetitive, and then they'll just throw something entirely new at you, and that's what I love about it.
Well, I think they understand that when you play a game like this and you sometimes have to do the
Grind.
same mission over and over, that
You
it
have to
can be
grind.
repetitive. So I think they are aware of the type of game that they have, and they don't view it as a negative. And I like that a lot. You know,
I
they
do
don't
too,
say,
because
"Oh,
the
this
thing
game
is,
is
I'm not
perfect.
saying
Why
it's
are
a
you
negative.
complaining?" You know?
Still,
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, and that's the
exactly.
thing. I'm not like I don't mind that the game is repetitive in some senses. Like there is a lot I like about this game that I want to keep playing it the same way that it is. Like the sorties and stuff like that are all very fun to do.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So. But that's a whole nother element I did not expect. What else was there? Oh, so Railjack.
Yeah.
Yeah, again, you know, we talked about it earlier with all the co-op stuff.
the odds against us.
I really think they're taking it to the next level with that. You know, these missions are all kind of co-op missions. Some of them, you know, you can do by yourself, but they're all, you know, this game it basically is a co-op game.
Yeah, it is.
But like, that's really taking it to the nth power. It's like, let's see what we got. Ooh, melee ribbon. Okay, I'll take that.
Sure.
Yeah. But yeah, they've expanded hardcore on the idea of co-op and things like that, so I'm excited. And when they went in that ship, I was like, wow, I can't wait to have my own ship and like pimp that shit out, and yeah, I can't wait.
Yeah, it's gonna be great, man. And then having to, it looks like you really have to communicate with each other and know what's going on, and I really like that, because when you play Warframe for like a certain amount of time, one thing that you notice is that there are not a lot of people in this game that like to use mics. There are they don't really like to talk on this game. And me personally, especially when I'm in a mission, I like to talk to the people I'm in a mission with, just in case we need to communicate about something. So, and with Warframe, sometimes, I mean, it's gotten better lately, I guess, but before it became nearly as popular as it is now, you didn't find a lot of people that talked. And I'm really excited that there's a mission that basically you really need to talk, and that's gonna be amazing. I cannot wait to play it. But yeah, the co-op aspect, man, that really looks quite amazing, and it looks so fun, and I cannot wait to do that.
Yeah, me neither. Absolutely.
Alright, so I have to complete an incursion alone without taking damage with the decaying dragon key. Oh, jeez.
Yeah, I have to kill 11 enemies with headshots from at least 100 meters away.
Oh, I think you've done that one before.
Yeah, I did. I went on planes and I was able to get up in an arc wing and just get it done.
Yeah. Yeah.
But, all right, you ready to wrap this thing up?
Yeah, sure. We need to really
Alright,
talk about,
so-
I mean, a lot of the other stuff they introduced as well, but I mean, I guess next time we can talk about it.
Yeah, we'll definitely have more streams like this. I want to start doing these more frequently, so definitely. We'll be back in the future. Maybe we'll set a time to unveil some of these ribbons together sometime this week.
Sure.
Sound good?
Works for me.
All right. So for I Have the Storm Entertainment, my name is John. Her name is Monroe. You can find us on Twitter. She is at...
EFDS_ENT.
And I am at XJohnNeve. Sorry for the mic stuff. If there's a little bit of feedback from the mic, I've got a old Turtle Beach headset that acts up sometimes. So, but we are I Have the Storm Entertainment, and we will be back later this week with some more Warframe, maybe something else. So we hope you all have a great week, and we'll talk to you soon.
See ya.